Dance is, I guess, starts with the artistic expression of an idea through the body, and it goes in infinite directions from there. I'm Brian Sanders, and this is my funny bone. Ow! I'm a choreographer and artistic director of company Junk. Junk is a troupe of performers. I try not to call them dancers, I call them performers because it seems like we do a lot more than just dance around. I use the sort of artistic premise that anything thought of as used up or unwanted or discarded can be looked at from a different angle and breathed new life into. While junk is a found object idea, it's not necessarily objects. For instance, the idea might be some old choreography that we could find that we could revitalize and renew and look at from a different perspective. Sometimes I work with the idea of finding an object, but inside a particular context or environment. The piece we made existed inside a barn, so we used hay bales, we used old ropes and pulleys, and we used cows. My Funny Bone started as a review-style show of all the humorous pieces I've done over the years, from all different types of performance venues and ideas, and mishmashing it all together. And what I've done is I've rewritten the story of how my humor developed, where it started, where it went to, and where it is today. Snap at me, I'll snap at you. A thing that I found to be humorous was the misfortune of others. We think it's funny to see other people get hurt, and we see it in cartoons all the time. Somehow we tend to grow out of that as adults, but I and my sense of humor tend to have not lost that. Number 2 is all about farts, and number 3, which my work was riddled with, are penises everywhere, and for some reason I find boners and erections funny. And that's one of the reasons why the show is called My Funny Bone. I feel like at one point in my creative career, I became nervous about being funny, and I ended up with a little bit of a comedic crisis. I used to be very impulsively funny, and it's all done and called playful humor. But behind every playful bit of humor is criticism. So that criticism started rubbing me the wrong way, and I was suddenly unable to find that sense of playful criticism in others and not find it as an attack. I think humor and satire are one of the fundamental ways we find relief in our pain. It's just sort of pain of being human, pain of being fallible, letting go of the ultimate fact that we don't quite have control of everything. I am submitting a theory in My Funny Bone as to one of the ways I got through that crisis. Hopefully it'll be a hoot, the way I get my funny bone back, but I don't want to reveal those secrets quite yet. Also, what you're going to see, Maestro, first of all, is a little solo that I'm pulled out of the geriatrics closet. I'm not giving up performing because I'm getting on stage with my feet bolted to the floor. So I've taken what I call Le Grand Fontaine, which is inspired by Duchamp and his fountain, and so I've taken an actual porta potty, which I purchased from Walmart. Did you know you could purchase porta potties from Walmart? I did not. And it's basically everything you can do acrobatically with a porta potty. Unfortunately, someone used the porta potty during one of the rehearsals, and now it stinks, but the show must go on. The sort of triumph of the show, what we call the vomit flower, is how to turn even vomit into the most beautiful of things. So we perform almost naked on stage, sliding around in vomit for the finale of the show to turn something scuzzy and skifo into something beautiful. So in the wrap-up, what the hell is the wrap-up? You can see Vomit Flower and the rest of My Funny Bone, May 10th through 14th. The 14th is Mother's Day. Don't forget, take your mother to my show. My Funny Bone, May 10th through 14th at Penn's Landing Playhouse.